Look after the all, madam.
Foote was a family manservant, and often gave the children general anesthesia whenever it became unruly. Foote had once been a dentist.
Yes, thank you, Foote. James was pulling out pins again. I must have done something wrong raising them. I thought I often smiled. I wonder if they wanted anything else.
You wish me to remove any teeth for yourself?
No, no. Leave his teeth alone, Foote. I just want quiet for a while. Look at how peaceful James is curled up on the floor. I always liked my children best when they were unconscious.
Just call.
Thank you, Foote.
He's not funny.
Foote withdrew, leaving Nina with thoughts. She thought about her face. She thought about James. Psychotherapy had been no help for James, except perhaps in helping him to express his anger more freely. And how useful had that been?
Not very.
Nina's hand shook as she lifted a coffee cup to her face. Her perceptions were off, and she poured hot liquid down the left side of her face. She put cream and sugar on her face. Stirred it. Then rang for Foote.
Ow! Foote, I need you. Bring a wet cloth. I'm sticky.
Foote brought a basin of warm water and a roll of gauze and sponged her gingerly.
Do you think I'm beautiful, Foote?
You once were very striking, madam.
Yes, but now, what do you think of me now?
You have quite a nasty burn on your face, madam. Would you care for a shot of okay?
Go away, Foote. I want to think.
And again, Foote withdrew, dragging James after him. Nina racked her brain, trying to remember what she wanted to think. The colors of her wall were beige. She had wanted burnt orange, but the designer had run through the house screaming, "Beige! Beige!" And finally, they had to give him his way.
I wanted burnt orange, but you've given me beige.
Later, the designer turned against her too, like her son, James. No, Nina wanted nice thoughts, pleasant things. Flowers, butterflies,
Little duckies?
The Little Prince by St. Exupery. That was a nauseating little book. She had never finished it. Some monk gave it to her when her car had been stopped at a traffic light.
Drive on, Lance.
But Lance, the handsome chauffeur, insisted on the necessity of obeying the red light. I must obey the red light, madame.
Laws are for other people, Lance, not for me.
I'm sorry, madame. I don't wish to lose my license.
I said drive on, Lance.
But the Mercedes just sat there, and the monk had a chance to have a stupid bullet in the car window.
Kill that monk, Lance.
But Lance was selective in what commands of course he followed, and eventually he had to be fired. A long line of chauffeurs followed, none satisfactory. Eventually, Nina gave up riding in the car. She stayed at home, hoping for visitors.
Foote, if any Jehovah's Witnesses come today, show them in, will you?
But no Jehovah's Witnesses came, and Nina found she had filled the time with thinking and reminiscing. Nina had once been beautiful.
I'm very beautiful.
Men would stop on the street to stare at her, She caused traffic accidents. Jealous women would rush up to her in their homeliness and try to kill her.
Homely women were always trying to shoot me. It was flattering.
Everywhere she went, her eyes would anxiously seek out the mirrors. Sometimes she would bring her own mirrors with her.
Put this up, would you?
She would say, lugging a large mirror. And few could deny her. Her love affairs were unpredictable and random. Sometimes it would be royalty, other times it would be men from the electric company.
I don't really know where the power box is, I'm afraid. Would you care to lie down?
Sometimes, when she was especially lonely, she would try to seduce her children.
Don't you find Mommy especially attractive today?
She would ask Jayden and Robert. And occasionally, poor Lala. Lala was retarded. And Nina hated her.
Lala, pay attention! You are willfully retarded!
Nina was and then hit her. But Nina must believe the past now. The present was what held promise. Her plastic surgeon must be back in several days.
Foote! I want a cruller.
Nina heard what she presumed were Foote's footsteps. But they belonged to her second son, Robert, who fired 2 shots, one of which grazed her shoulder.
I hate you, Mother!
And he ran to the garden.
Bring the gauze again, please.
Nina had been presented to the Queen twice. It had been shortly after the second presenting that Nina, having been spurned by a member of the Royal Guard on duty, successfully seduced Robert, who was 15 and seemed to enjoy the activity for a while, but then became hysterical. The school psychologists were highly critical of Nina's behavior, but she was uninterested in their judgments. And when Louis Mal made murmur of the heart, she called them up and said,
There, you see? The critics thought it was charming, so I don't know what all the fuss was about my behavior.
Nina quite liked the film, which had to do with a mother seducing her son one afternoon. But she felt that the actress Leia Massari was more coarse-grained than she was.
My features are more delicate, more lovely. I thought Leia Massari was a bit too earthy. I may be sensual, but I'm never earthy.
Neither James nor Robert would agree to see the film, but Lala sort of liked it.
Yes, Lala She's willfully retarded. Where's Foote with that gauze? My shoulder is bleeding. Foote! Foote! Foote!
James's father had been a tax lawyer, but Robert's father had been one of 20 men. And Lala's father had been one of 56 men that busy summer when they had the beach house painted. After a brief burst of self-judgment, she searched the thesaurus for alternatives to the word promiscuity.
Synonyms include debauchery, salacity, and lubricity. Lubricity.
Nina liked the sound of lubricity. And that summer, she would climb up the ladders and whisper the word into the house painter's ears.
Lubricity.
Has Madame been shot?
Oh, yes, Robert said something to me, something mean, and then he shot me. What took you so long?
I'm sorry, Madame. I was giving Lala a hypodermic shot to calm her down. She was complaining about something and acting retarded. And now she's quiet and good as a lamb.
She is good lamb. But I asked for a cruller. How many times must I ask for something before I get it?
We don't have any coolers. Would you like sausages?
Oh, go away from me.
Sorry, Madame. I'll ask cook to bake some cooler for tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Who knows if I'll want to call it tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. Leave me now, please.
Yes, Madame.
Oh, my life, my life, my life. What has become of my life? And what has become of my face? Pins are for curtains, not for faces.
Nina stared at herself in the mirror and tried to decide whether or not to kill herself. She stared a long while. She didn't look well. Slowly, she took the pins out of her face. Her cheeks drooped downward, and her eyes filled with tears. She looked like Simone Signoret. Late Simone Signoret. Of course, when the doctor returned from Aruba, he'd make Nina look substantially better. And besides, she didn't know how to kill herself, unless one of her children shot her. She rang for Foote.
Foote? Foote?
In lieu of crullers, Nina decided to have sausages in general anesthesia. And if Robert shot her while she was passed out, so be it.